Hello and welcome to another episode of Sprema, the Balkan cooking show that nobody asked for. But this isn't your typical cooking show because I'm trying to make Balkan dishes without a recipe. So today's dish is actually not a traditional one. I'm gonna be making something of my own concoction. And by that I mean I saw it in a dream, never made it myself. So this is gonna be interesting. And what we're gonna be making today is Ćevape pizza. Hang in there. It sounded good in my head, doesn't right now. So here we go. So there's a few components to this dish. We have the bread part, we have the sauce, we have the meat, and then we have something a little extra that you'll see at the end. Let's go through the ingredients that we're gonna use today. Obviously, for making Ćevape pizza, we need Ćevape. These are from Lalić Deli, my personal favorite, not sponsored. I know people have their opinions about which place has the best Ćevape. Buy whatever the hell you want, okay? So the next ingredient we have is obviously the dough that's gonna hold everything we put on it. I don't got time to make no pizza dough. I don't got time to make no Lepinja. It's just so much easier to fucking buy it. That's exactly what I did. I bought two. You'll see what I do with it in a bit. So we have garlic, we have onion, we have Ajvar. I know everyone has their own opinion on which Ajvar is the best. Use whatever the hell you want, because this is what I had on hand. By chance, it's Makedonski, so shout out to the Makedonuts.
Makedonuts!
Yes, yes!
We have feta cheese here, which is chilling in its own zhuzh right now. We need oil, we need salt, we need vinegar, and one last ingredient, kupus, which I had someone else pre-shred for me because I don't got time to shred and I actually want all my fingers intact. We're gonna be using this to make kupus salata later on, which is that element I was talking to you about earlier. And, oh, it smells like shit. Sorry, I hate the smell of like kiseli kupus, regular kupus, but I'll eat them. All right, let's get to cooking. First things first is we gotta make the Ćevape, right? I'm gonna put mine in the oven because ain't nobody got time to be frying. Personally, the only time I wanna be splattered with hot oil is when I'm getting a massage. All right, so I preheated the oven to 350. Why? I don't know. That's usually the number I resort to every single time I turn on the oven, unless the instructions say a specific temperature. In this case, you can raise it however high you want. If you made it in the oven beforehand yourself, follow your own instructions. How do you know if it's done completely? I don't know. Take it and cut it up. See if it's pink inside it. Here we go. All right, so the next order of business is the dough component. We have two pieces of bread here that we're gonna be cutting in half. We're gonna be chopping up some garlic. I've seen people rub the garlic on the bread on TV and they swear that it makes a difference. We will be doing that today too. That is optional. We're gonna be chopping up some onions, thinly sliced, because we're gonna be popping in that bread to toast up, and while we're toasting that up, we can cook the onions, because I personally don't care for raw onion. Here we go. We're gonna be taking the bread out of the bag, which is probably the easiest thing you'll be doing all night. Okay, we're gonna be cutting this in half. These seem very thin than what I'm used to, but we'll make it work. Okay. Oh no! See, I already f***ed this up and we just started. Whatever, we're gonna be eating on that while this is baking. Next, I'm going to be chopping up garlic. I've always seen, made it more complicated than it probably should be. Let's deal with that. See, this is why I don't have patience for this shit. It's so much easier when someone else makes it. I remember somebody saying if you just smash them, it'll be easier to peel. And they were wrong. I'm sure you're asking yourself, why are you using so much garlic? Well, I mean, I personally like garlic. I don't plan on kissing anybody tonight. And in the spirit of Halloween, we want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves from vampires or ghosti that we don't want over. But Corona's already taken care of that, so we're good. We're gonna cut this one in half and we're gonna be rubbing that on the breads. Now, these other ones, we're gonna be mincing them. I've seen chefs on the Food Network go like this. I guess it's doing what I needed to do. let's set this aside here and chop up some onion. Now, what I learned from watching YouTube videos is if you put your sunglasses on while chopping up onions, you will not cry. So guess what's happening? We're gonna be putting on some sunglasses after I wash my hands. All right. Whew, we're looking straight pimpin' right now. Okay, so I've seen people cut the bottom so then we can stand it up and then take off a layer. I feel like I'm gonna take off like half of it, which is not good. Let's cut it in half. We're gonna be slicing it the long way, as thin as you can, so then we can kind of arrange it on the bread itself. So far, I am not crying, so I guess this wasn't a bad idea. I just look like a total bag. Okay, we got some onions. Let's break them apart so we have more pieces to go around. This one is huge, so we're gonna cut this bitch up. Next thing is we're gonna place the Lepinja halves onto the tray. We're gonna be rubbing oil side down all over the breads, and I feel it breaking apart in my hands. We're gonna take that chunk out because that's not gonna be pleasant to be bite into. Okay, this one broke apart too. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's lay the onions all around. Okay, like this. What I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna put it in the oven with the Ćevape, but next to it, only because I don't feel like turning on the oven downstairs and waiting for it to preheat, so we're gonna do some double duty right now after I wash my hands again. You can't fit. Oh, there we go. Damn it, as I was putting the Lepinja into the oven, some of the onions fell off and touched the tray. So now I gotta clean it. Damn it. Anyways, the next thing we're gonna do is make the Urdnabes Spread. What that is basically a feta cheese spread with Ajvar. You can add whatever you want in there to jazz it up. I'm doing the simple version. The first thing we gotta do is fish out the feta cheese from its own zhuzh. Oh, it smells like nothing. Okay, so let's fish some out. I don't know how much I'm gonna use. Probably the whole thing, right? Probably a block of cheese. Let's do a block of cheese first. All right, I need some assistance. I hope that made it on the inside of the bowl. So we're actually going to break up the cheese to make the spread. So you just take a fork, break it apart. You can use as little, as much cheese as you want. If you want it to be Ajvar heavy, go ahead. Do whatever floats your boat, because this recipe I am making up as I go. Okay, we're gonna zhuzh this up, toss that salad. Next order of business is the Ajvar. For right now, I'm actually just going to use half of the jar. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a little hood. Okay. And you guys thought it wasn't gonna work. All right, we're gonna do half the jar. That looks, does it look like half? That looks like a lot, so let's just start with that. For right now, mix this up, make some Urdnabes Spread. Okay, we're just gonna make sure it's all incorporated, that all the cheese and the Ajvar is well mixed together. We're gonna add a little bit of oil in here, because. All right, let's taste this bad boy. Oh, I forgot the garlic. Okay, we're gonna add some garlic in there. Okay, that's all ready to go. We're gonna put that to the side. The next thing we're gonna make is the kupus salata, which I feel like is idiot-proof. We need the kupus. We need the vinegar. We need the oil, and we need the salt. Now, how much of each do you put? I don't know, but I guess put whatever to taste. Now, why are we making kupus salata? Are we gonna bake it with this? No, we're actually not. The pizza itself is gonna be hot, so I thought since you typically get kupus with your Ćevape dishes, that it would be kind of like a little cooling agent you add on top. Or you can just have it on the side. That's totally up to you. I know some of you are like, ew, you're using vinegar in a dressing? We use that to clean our house. Well, guess what? You drink Coke all the damn time, and some people use that to unclog their toilets. Okay? All right, so let's give that another taste. That is a lot. We're not gonna put that in my mouth. Forget it. You know, while I wait for this stuff to be done in the oven, I'm gonna treat myself. Chef gotta taste this product to make sure it's good for its customers, right? There's some quality control right here. Okay, now time to assemble it. First things first is to bring our toasted bread here with our onions. I pre-chopped the Ćevape because I don't think you want to watch me chopping everything up because that's really boring. We're gonna first put the spread on there. I'm gonna roll that around. Okay, we're gonna put some of the Ćevape all over, kind of like sausage pizza, without the hole in the middle, but I'm sure it tastes amazing. Okay, we're gonna add our kupus on top. I'm gonna put a heap in mine, but you don't necessarily have to. I'm gonna add this all over. My parents are talking as if I'm not doing a cooking show in the kitchen, but that's okay. Anyways, so here's the pizza all done. Q, shut up, I'm recording. So here is the finished product. This is your Ćevape pizza. I'm actually gonna try mine over here. Here we go. For the full and exact recipe, I'll put that in the description down below because I don't even know what I did just now. But it tastes amazing, and you could probably make it for parties too if you just cut it up or use a different kind of bread if you want. Or if you want to make it from scratch, you can do that too. But if you're gonna do it from scratch, I would recommend putting the raw Ćevape on there so everything can cook up at the same time. What I did here, I already had pre-made bread, so it didn't make sense to put raw meat on already done bread because the bread's gonna be finished before the meat is. It's gonna be a hot ass mess. But I hope you enjoy it at home. I hope you make it at home. If you do, take a picture, let me know how it goes. I'm telling you right now, it's good.